What's up?
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Nailed it.
No, you didn't. You didn't nail it. It wasn't nailed.
Next time I do karaoke, I think I'm gonna do Rick Astley. Never gonna give you up. I think so. I think I can do the tone. I can do the Rick Astley tone. Never gonna give.
Okay. I'm trying to really break it down. I think this is what bothers me about karaoke. All right, you'll never see me doing karaoke. You rarely see me at a karaoke event. And I feel bad saying this because I feel like a Scrooge. Don't you like to go have fun sometimes? Why are you just always blah?
Yeah, go out and sing a song. Singing is one of the great joys of life.
Yeah. For people that can sing, it's the overconfidence. Everybody that grabs that effing mic thinks that they're gonna drop the room and get invited to American Idol. It's the overconfidence in me that I'm just like, somebody needs to tell them. Somebody needs to just drop the bomb, be like, hey, it was fun, but we were clapping and laughing because it was bad.
But
you're not a good singer. Like,
here's the question, though. Okay, here's the question. Shouldn't everyone be able to feel that way for a little bit? All right, in their lives, because
that's why I said I feel like a Scrooge. So there is part of me who understands that. Okay, so
no, not everyone got hoisted upon their teammates' shoulders off the football field, Hunter. Not everyone got crowned prom king or prom queen. So for that short 3 minutes and 45 seconds, you feel like Celine Dion.
I worked for that. I worked pretty hard for that. Honestly,
maybe they do. Maybe they practice. Maybe they just, they're not quite there.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if I practiced, whatever position or whatever I did, the coach can still be like, dude, you suck. Here's the bench.
Right.
Like they don't have that in karaoke.
To be honest, though, hasn't life put them on the bench already? A lot of these people that are up there. All right. All they live for is Friday night, getting up there, and for that short 3 minutes and 45 seconds, whatever it is, they get to be the star.
No. Somebody needs to tell him. I need to be that guy. I'm going to start. Hey, well, I think it's a favor. I don't think I'm a dick. I think it's a favor. Like, you did a good job. I enjoy that you're having fun, but I can see something in there that's just a little overconfident. I think you think you're better than you are, and you're not. You're not that good. Yeah, but what's wrong with that? A dose of the truth.
That's horrible. Because here's the thing. It's not like
that's
not constructive criticism.
It is. Leave the stage. You suck. You're embarrassing yourself, but I'm kind of letting you know.
It's a designated area. It's not like they're in your house singing karaoke.
It's true.
Hunter,
I chose to be there.
You chose to be there, or the basic fact that it's not like So
you feel like some people need to know.
You just want to William Hung everyone. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's a dark time in our history. I don't think people realize
that it was a dark time.
When it first came out, we literally made a show where we would make fun of people. People would come in with something that they love.
They would audition, wait line for 9 hours.
Right. And then we were just like, look at this piece of trash. This guy to their faces. To their faces. To other human beings, other living, breathing human beings.
I'm sorry. I can't nurture everybody all the time. I can't rub your shoulders. I can't tell you you're the greatest when you're not. You're definitely not. I'm actually, you know what? If everybody was like this,
you know what?
How much better off would we be? How much into the,
Hunter, okay, let me compare this to this. This would be like Tiger Woods coming onto the golf course and telling you, actually, no. It would be like a non-golfer because you're not a singer. You're not a singer. So it'd be like a non-golfer, it would be like Betty White coming out on, I don't know why I always think of Betty White. It'd be like Betty White coming up and be like, Hunter, you're not very good. And now, not saying you're not a good golfer.
So I would argue with that because I think I am pretty good, but as a pro, compared to a pro, absolutely not.
That's what I mean. So that's you're comparing. You got Beverly, who loves going out with her girls from I don't know, the bingo club. I don't know what all old people I'm doing. Anyway, let's just say Beverly loves going and singing. She's not good. Okay. She's never had a good voice. In church, everyone always look and go, "Oh, Beverly, stop singing so loud. You're terrible." But she gets it. It's good. She enjoys it. She had a hard week. And then you come in and you're like, "You're no Celine Dion." Well, of course she's not. That's just like Betty White coming and saying, "Hunter, you're no Tiger Woods."
I would never say that unless she claimed to be. I don't claim to be Tiger Woods. I fully admit that I am not a pro golfer.
So,
some of these people walking off the stage are just like, mic drop.
So you're saying what you want to say this to the people that have that blind confidence.
It's Susie who signs up 9 times the night. And for some reason, the DJ turns the mic up because they get along because she's there every Thursday.
Well,
and I'm just like, somebody needs to tell her. Like, we'll do 3 a night. Like, you get 3.
Hey,
like,
cut it back a little bit.
That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm not speaking for everybody here. I'm not saying everybody. But there's a select few that need to know. It would be like the golfer. If you want to do the comparison, like the golfer that goes out there and it's just, dude, I can hit a 60-degree, like 150 yards. You know, my dad, blah, blah, blah. I got all these trophies. And then he goes, and every time you play with him, he's slow. His pace is just terrible. His swing's terrible. And you're like, I got to let this guy know that he's not what he thinks he is.
You know what I also could compare it to?
I am a jerk, aren't I? Damn it.
A little bit. It's like you getting worked by Ben. You know, it's kind of the similar thing. It's like a
hey, do you know what? Did I quit the game? Did I walk away? No, I fully admitted that happened.
You're coming off as kind of a curmudgeon. You're coming off as kind of a dick, but I understand. I understand.
Like, some people just need to know. It's not a bad thing. You're a great person. There's so many things I love about you, but you're singing is terrible.
You know that thing that brings you joy. Just don't do it. All right,
don't do it anymore because you're bringing joy to yourself, not anybody else.
You know that thing after a long crappy week. That one thing that brings you joy. Just don't do it.
Don't do it anymore. Pick a different hobby. There's so many things out there you can do.
It's so
why
dark.
do you continue to pick this one?
You think about it, it's very dark. It's singing. You know, it's something joyful. And you're like, don't do it. Just don't do it.
But isn't that one thing that you want to know that like you're not good at? Like, if I continuously sang badly, I would want to know. I would be like, dude, tell me to stop.
Yeah, but if it brings you joy, though, do you want to know?
No, you go do it in your shower. Don't do it in front of anybody else.
And everyone wants to be the star. Everyone wants to be the American Idol, Hunter.
Do you notice, like since last week, less people come week to week because you're there singing every damn week?
And I will always love you. Thank you.
And it's part of the DJ's fault too.
Yeah.
Anytime at a wedding. So if somebody's like, hey, so-and-so's going to sing this song, I'm always like, go get the bride and groom. Mm-hmm. If they say yes, we're going for it.
Well,
you know what? I have control of the mic. So if he's really good, turn it up a little bit. If he's terrible, turn the damn thing off.
A lot of karaoke DJs are failed musicians is usually what it is. So they just like,
you know what that mixer is? Do you know what that does?
I always love the karaoke DJs that sing like 10 times themselves, like, all right, my turn again. It's like, no.
Include them in the bunch too. You know you're here to work, all right? And you're not that good at singing.
It is my time to shine. I know we have a backed up list. We got like 100 people, but I want you all to know who's in charge here, and it's my turn to sing us off.
Like, if I'm singing and like the table over there, they start doing this number. Like the Picard, where you're just like,
and they start doing this.
Yeah.
Their ears are popping.
You should probably tell that person that you're Picarding people, man.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hunter sucking the fun and joy out of life for everyone right there.
Oh, you can have fun. elsewhere.
Hey, you stop doing that thing that brings you joy. You're done.
Oh God, I do feel
All
like
right.
it's very good.
Well, enough of Hunter ruining karaoke night. We got to keep things moving, folks. Let's get to it. It is time for your morning dump.
You know what? Somebody's going to write an email. Well, you suck at radio, and nobody's told you that yet.
That's true.
You know,
where's that dose of reality for us?
Yeah.
As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777 or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it.
A little bit.
Ow, that kind of hurt. Took in some air on that one. Anyway, pumpthatseptic.com. There's no way this could end poorly. No way. For the low price of $9,400, you can buy the Terminator, which is a robot dog that shoots flames out of its mouth. It's a robot dog flamethrower combo. It's sold by a company in Ohio. You operate it over Wi-Fi or Bluetooth with a remote control. And it can shoot flames as far as 30 feet. This is a real thing. You can go to a website right now and buy a remote controlled Wi-Fi Bluetooth robot dog that shoots flames 30 feet out of its mouth.
For what?
A lot of actually the website here lays out a lot of things. Believe it or not.
But why?
I got an answer for you. It can do things like controlled burns, ice and snow removal, clearing weeds, pyrotechnics or entertainment. Also, pest removal. See, there's a lot of applicable.
Seems very expensive for those small tasks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I got a snowblower. I got a weed whacker. I got fly strips.
Yep.
All for the low price of around $500.
No. This is the main reason is you're not using it for any of those things. You're using it to say, "Hey Gary, come over. I just bought a robot dog that shoots flames 30 feet out of its mouth."
100%. So basically, what you're telling me then, it's a $9,400 toy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And I want one.
Toys are getting ridiculous, aren't they?
I want one. I mean, clearly I don't have the money. And also Kiki would kill me if I told her I spent, 9 G's on a robot dog that shoots flames out of its mouth.
Elon Musk came out and said, within 8 years, I think the number was 8 years, every household will have a robot that's helping do chores. And
I mean, honestly, we already kind of do. When you think about it, I know he's speaking more of like the Jetsons,
like a humanoid robot.
Yeah, that hot nanny from the Jetsons. I get it, that hot robot nanny from the Jetsons. But right now, though, Hunter, we're already kind of there. When you think about on a smaller scale, we have Roombas. All right, you got that. Those have been around for a while. Even Alexas are home ports.
That's an AI robot, basically.
That's an AI robot. I mean, it helps. It sets timers. It gives us information. I mean, it's still on a much smaller scale, but yeah, I think for sure we're eventually going to have these little or big robot butlers.
That's what I'm waiting for. So I've seen a few videos of the people getting the Boston Dynamics dog. What's that thing called? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
they're doing all these things with it. They're making it sit. They're making it do whatever. And then at the end of the video, I'm just like, what is it? It's a big toy. It's not doing anything really to help you out with daily tasks or
for the average.
Really, it's going to justify the price of it. You know what I'm saying?
For the average suburban person, city dweller, what have you, most people, it's not going to do you any good. Right. It's not. It really. There's not enough applications now. On an industrial side, I could see it starting to now really come into play.
Carrying things across warehouses and
agricultural side for sure.
Yep.
But so now, as we build now, if that robot dog could fold laundry, all right. Now we're on to something.
Now we're talking.
Now we're on to something. So I think that's what we're building to eventually. So okay, right here, minimum price, Hunter. Could you justify paying? Okay, let's say. It's the Home Assistant 3000. Okay. It's the first of its kind. It can do basic tasks. It can, let's say, mop the floor, mop and vacuum.
Yep.
It can fold laundry rudimentarily. Let's say it can, if you put the laundry to it, it can do it. It's not like it can go down, grab the laundry and do all this, but it can kind of get around. It's like a Roomba that can fold laundry and maybe do some other menial tasks. I mean, honestly, what do you think you would spend on something like that? Couple thousand?
For some reason, the number 3,500 popped into my head.
Yeah.
3,500. I might pay up to 5 G's. If it's
I
taking care of all of the, does it mow the lawn?
See, that's, I guess I think it's got to be home based at this point. It's not not an indoor outdoor yet at this point.
Okay. That's tough. So,
but hey,
laundry, floors, you cleaning, you're cleaning up. Are they picking stuff up, and putting it in the trash? And basically it's kind of like a 3D Roomba. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Kind of what yes, right. So it does. It's got to stay within the confines, the mapped out area of the house. But yeah, it can pick something up off the floor and set it back up or go put it away. Like you can.
Does it have an Alexa built into it? Can I talk to it? Can I get info from it?
Sure. I think so. I think that's probably a given.
3,500 to 5 G's.
I don't think that's far off. I don't think that's far off. And a reasonable price. I think that a lot of American
3,500 for the basic model, 5 G's. You can get some extra stuff. Like it's starting to mow your lawn, maybe.
Because of the fleshlight. What?
Can it drive you?
See, no, we're not there yet. We don't have like a Jeeves.
We're definitely there because they have the driverless cars
for sure. But do we have you? I imagine like an Alfred robot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or the one in Men in Black that comes out of the steering wheel.
Right. Something like that. We're not quite there yet, but a one that does the basic household tasks.
So, dude, think about that. An AI robot, so you don't have to buy the driverless car. That's going to be very expensive. You buy the AI bot who drives the car, or just a regular car.
I honestly think driverless cars are eventually going to be cheap. I think it's going to be just commonplace.
Well, it'll be a point where you really don't have a car. Like you click on something on your app. In literally like 2 minutes, boom, it's right up front with the door open.
We got friends that lived in DC and they had that rent a car like that like you could just reserve a car. It's parked over on this street. Yeah. Here's the code to get in. Yep. That's wild to me. I feel like I'm stealing a car.
I'll imagine them just driving up to you.
Like, here you go. Here you go. It's interesting to think about. I'm willing to pay a lot just for laundry at this point. I'm willing to drop like a G or two just to have laundry taken care of. If it was I'm done,
I feel you there, man. I feel you there. I watched a video. Are we frozen? What's going on here?
No, you froze up a little bit. Good.
I saw this video the other day that was like, I think it was a Tesla or one of the new e-cars, and there's an assertive mode. So there's like a chill mode. Kind of like a moderate mode. Yeah. This is for the self-driving, right? And then an assertive mode. The guy put it in assertive for the first time. Dude, the car is passing cars like on the shoulder and whatnot and taking pretty risky right turns. He says, he's like looking around. He's like, it just kind of reminds me of like an aggressive Uber driver because everybody has had one of those, But he was like, it took some moves. And I'm like, I would be sketchy of doing that.
Tell you what. Assertive is fine. Don't put it on New York City cab driver mode.
Yeah, right. He'll start screaming at you.
Yeah. Be quiet back there. I'll get us there. Right. I need to get to JFK. Hit it. My God. The closest I've ever been to death. All right. And I've had some moments. The closest I've ever felt like death was there was getting in the back of a New York City cab. My God, they don't
Hold
care.
On, dude. Actually, just put your hands in your face in your hands. Don't look.
Excuse me, sir. There's no seatbelts back here. What do you recommend I do? I recommend you stop being such a pussy. You're in the back seat. Yeah. So anyway, to wrap that up, no one needs a robot dog that shoots flames out of its mouth.
No,
I want one. I don't need one. And how far away from are we from having that? Like I said, that hot robot made from the Jetsons.
One last observation on that.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you just buy a flamethrower for like the snow removal? Because if you give it to the robot, you're taking all the fun away from you.
of shooting the flame.
Exactly.
That's with all applications. If I got to do a controlled burn, I don't want this dog doing it. I want to do it, man.
Burn.
Yeah.
Remember when we shot the flamethrower? How awesome that was. We weren't even shooting anything. We were just shooting it in the air. And I was like, dude, I feel like a badass.
I've never been more aroused in my life than that day we shot that flamethrower.
It was amazing.
I'll admit it.
It was amazing.
We harnessed fire, one of the key elements of Earth, and we shot it. All right.
I remember handing it back to the guy and be like, why is that a thing? Why is that? That's too much. That's too much power. Like,
you're absolutely right. Actually,
that's
now
way over the top, isn't it?
Hunter, you hit the nail. And now that I think about this, why would I want this robot to have
away all the fun,
the exhilaration, the fun, the pure unbridled arousal of shooting flame?
Yeah, give me the flamethrower, robot. Go do the laundry.
Yeah.
Why am I doing the laundry and you're shooting flames? Come on, man.
Yeah, exactly. We got this all backwards, man.
Yeah.
You're doing the fun thing. I want to shoot the flame. Good point. $9,400 to not have fun. Get out of here.
I'm over here doing yard work and the robot went out golfing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. This robot sucks. This is the worst.
Fun, man.
I want to feel the heat on my body as I shoot flames at the driveway or the weeds. Anyway. So there you go. Robot dogs shooting flames, all that good stuff. Lastly, we'll do this real quick, but we got to get moving here. There is a reason to choose a female doctor if you're a woman. If you're a woman hospitalized with a serious condition, you will have less risk of dying if your doctor is also a woman. That's according to a new study published this week in the Annals of Internal Medicine. That's really what it's called. It's called the Annals of, maybe it's the Annals. Maybe the Annals. No, but the Annals of Internal Medicine. The study looked at hospitalization, men and women ages 65 and older, and found that 8.15% of women treated by female physicians died within 30 days, compared to 8.38% of women treated by male doctors. So it's not a huge gap, but.
Wait. So if you're a female patient, you have a female doctor,
your risk of dying is less.
Is less.
Be more. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, the female. I mean, I know doctors are supposed to know the body, but I think if you had a female, you might be able to kind of gauge better what the female is doing,
what they're feeling, and how they're feeling, and what they're going through, because a male doesn't know what they. I understand that. I feel that being a diabetic doctor, sometimes you're like, hey, but you're not diabetic. You just don't really feel what I feel sometimes. But obviously, they do all the studies and they do all the, but there is something to that. That's wild.
I think so. And
what about male and male?
So there's the rest of the study said there's really there's no data on that. There's no change. For men, we're fine either way. We have the same survival rate basically with men or women doctor. Which I mean, that makes sense.
Get a load of that, nurse. That's all I get. Female nurses with male patients, obviously.
Yeah.
This guy lived like a month longer than he was supposed to.
For me, when I was younger, I think I was
sponge baths.
That's right. This is great. Bring in another one. I don't know why I won't die. This is amazing. It's because that busty nurse that gives him
exactly.
What I was gonna say is, when I was younger, I was probably more self-conscious about it. At this point, if you're gonna treat me and I know you're gonna do a good job, I don't really care. I have shared this before, and I'll do it real quick, but I will never forget this. I was in my early 20s, and I was getting like the full physical, getting everything done. And my doctor, my family doctor, he's like, by the way, I do have a student doctor shadowing me today. Would you mind if they were in on it? If they came in and just watched everything? And I'm like, fine, whatever. It's a big deal. I didn't even register that it was going to be a chick, dude. The most gorgeous female doctor walked in. So some 20-something.
They did that on purpose too,
dude. I mean, gorgeous. And here I am.
That thing just wiggles. If it just wiggles a little bit, just a little bit of.
I'm standing there, Donald ducking it, looking like a fool with my pants around my ankles. Like it's a cold doctor's office. All right.
Yep.
Horrible lighting, like this terrible, like.
Better not move. Better not move.
Dude, just a dime piece is in there, and I'm like, Doc, a little heads up would have been nice. You know what I mean? Like,
you're gonna go from a patient to a pervert like that. That thing just so much.
Honestly,
just twitches.
I wouldn't have minded a little bit of to fluff it up a little bit for me, Doc. Unbelievable.
Hey,
I
can I go
just,
sit
oh my
in the
God,
bathroom for a second so I'm not embarrassing?
just beautiful. And I'm sitting there like a fool with my pants around my ankles. All
Just
right.
blowing in your ear.
Is that all right? All right. Turn your head and cough. Doctor, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but this is
Why'd you get Cameron Diaz from The Mask? You know,
unbelievable. Unbelievable. Never mind. I changed my mind. She needs to leave immediately. Anyway. All right. There you go. That's your morning dump. We'll be back.
it's funny.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Hold on, Alan. I do want to, it actually says Annals, ANNALS of internal medicine.
Annals. I think isn't it like Annals?
Annals?
I
Or
think
maybe
so.
it's Annals. Because I've always said that when we look back at the annals of history,
All right.
which honestly makes sense if you're going,
kind of back. You know?
you're going in.
Right.
Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Scott. Hold on. This is going back a little bit. Mike. Brock has had a lot of practice being hoisted on shoulders. Damn you, Michael.
What was he referencing?
Remember when I said not everyone gets to be hoisted up on their teammates' shoulders?
Oh,
Hunter?
yeah.
You real son of a bitch, Michael. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning, Amanda. Mike said, I can see it now. AI robot chick giving Brock a hand jibber. That's the dream, Mike. That's the
rip
dream.
it off.
My Roomba is going to
Rip it off.
There's the nice part is your Roomba can jerk you off and then clean up after you.
That thing's just going
I'll
to grab
get a
it and its
towel.
wrist is going to twist.
Ah! Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off.
Wrong button. It's the Apple remover button.
All right.
What's the top? Oh, we're into sports.
No, we're just into sports. I don't know if there's anything major you want to do in sports.
I probably have something here. That's funny. See, now you guys know we go into this. This is all improv.
Yeah, it's
going in blind.
No idea. All right. All righty. Good morning. 7:40. Brock Hunter.
What's happening?
7:40 getting this. We've been behind all morning. That's all right. What is time on this show? It doesn't matter.
What is time?
Anyway, well, why don't we get right to it? And we'll talk sports quick before we get to your topic of the day. Here we go. As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing, getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, Tall, Cool, Budweiser's, other great drinks. So whatever you got going on, do it with the Bud Distributing. Get stocked up, drink wiser with Bud Distributing. Bud.
Hey, Bud. Hey, there's some scores out there. There were some games last night in the NBA and the NHL. I read them last hour, but we're running short on time, so we're just going to get right to the stories here, man. This has to do with the NFL. Listen to this, man. The NFL draft has taken the show on the road for a decade, giving cities around the country a chance to be in the spotlight. Detroit is on the clock. That's right. The Motor City was once one of the nation's largest and most powerful cities and has bounced back from filing for bankruptcy in 2013. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. They filed for bankruptcy in 2013.
They're just like, we got no money. We're done.
This is it. Look at Detroit. Have you seen 8 Mile? Cripes. The movie I'm talking about. That's what we're living in. Anyway, fans driving and flying into town from the league's other 31 teams will see signs of progress from the symbolic to the significant. Wow, who wrote this as well? In the heat of downtown, the NFL's 3-day draft will begin Thursday night. So that's in Detroit?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
So this year's draft is in Detroit?
Yeah, that's why we were going to do all the coverage on it. I know it didn't come through, but yeah.
Really?
In detail.
I just thought they were going to have us do the coverage just because it's, the NFL, and we like to rant about it. Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
So, okay, another question. And this is coming from somebody who doesn't typically watch the NFL draft. I could care less, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't have a specific team I cheer for in the NFL. So I'm not waiting for the, my team's pick, if you say. So you can go, right? Is it in a big thing and you buy tickets to the NFL draft and you can go watch it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What's that like?
I honestly don't know. I have no idea. Because again,
is it in a stadium? Or is it in like a theater of some sort?
No, I think lots of times it's in like a conference hall, like a expo, like an expo hall that they do up.
Maybe I'm getting it confused too, because the last NFL draft I really watched, or didn't even watch, I just watched some of it, was around COVID, because I was interested in how they're going to do it with COVID, blah, blah, blah. And they just did all the Zoom things.
Yeah.
So if you're in the NFL draft, you have to be at the draft, right? Or no?
No.
Is that a choice?
To go to yeah, no, you don't have to. A lot of people are at home with family members. There's a real famous photo of Brett Favre sitting on his bed in his mom's Louisiana home, in a small house on the phone. Yeah.
But you can go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what if you go and don't get picked? So the people that are going are definitely getting picked, right?
Most of the, I have a feeling that you have an inclining if you're going to be, and you probably get invited too. There's probably, invitations saying, hey, we'd love to have you here, the campus, Meritus Park and Hart Plaza in Detroit.
Here's another question. So obviously Caleb Williams is it's 99% that I'm going to the Bears. I mean, the first pick is usually picked, right? How far down the line is it, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, to where you're I have no idea. I have no idea where I'm going.
I tell you what, I'm sure.
Second, third, fourth?
There's a lot of conversations going on. This goes deep, and I'd love to see a whiteboard of choices, because if you think you're a team, you probably got your first picks, and then if they get picked, you got your second. You got your tiers of who you're going to go with. It's probably a nightmare as far as logistics if for a team. You know what I mean?
Do you think about that? So you're a significant college football player, right? You're in the first round. You're probably 3 or 4, 5, 6. It doesn't matter. You're going to the NFL. But yet you have no idea what city you're going to be living in for the next however many years. Isn't that kind of weird to think about?
Yeah, I'm crazy.
Imagine being here right now, Brock, and then dude, in a month,
I
got to pack up and go to San Francisco. I've never even been to San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's such a wild thing.
Well, and two, what's interesting is you look at, there's 257 draft picks. New York Jets have the 257th draft pick. Think about that, cat.
That guy.
You're that deep in the college line.
That dude's napping at that point, in the draft, watching it. Hey, you got picked last. What?
Oh, well, what? Brady? What was Brady?
Dude, last.
Wasn't he last?
I mean, pretty much, right? That was the big joke. Dude, almost dead last.
What was? I think he was.
I should know this.
He was 199th overall.
199th.
Yeah.
Travis Pastrana's number. 199.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild. And how do you adapt quickly like that? Say San Francisco, you're going, Brock, I've never been to San Francisco. Have you? Now you got to go there and you got to adapt your life, how you live your life outside of football in a town you've never been in.
Right. But you think about these college players too, though. A lot of them went and
traveled around and
then they moved to a different. I'm sure it's a lot, but hey, you getting signed to the NFL, you get used to it. Figure it out.
Get used to it quick, because we're filling your pocket full of cash. Yeah, it's pretty wild. All right, hey, we're talking about Tom Brady. One last story here, real quick, about Tom Brady. Earlier this month, people paid $3,600 to listen to Tom Brady give a speech in Miami, then have him autograph their stuff. Most people, I guess, enjoyed the speech, but some are complaining that Brady did a rush job on his signatures, scribbling on rare items. He defaced our stuff. This is what they were saying, complaining. One collector who got one of Brady's scribbles. Here's the thing. It's still his signature, right?
I mean, it's
How
going
many
to
signatures are you signing too? Like, dude, there's got to be a point where you just got to be like, let's go.
I'll be honest. I've completely lost interest in getting signatures on stuff because most times you can't read what it is.
Yeah.
I just, it's pointless. It's in some of these celebs, I'm almost annoyed. It's like, just don't sign stuff. Just don't sign stuff. Like in band members too. I've had band members. I'm like, this looks like you just went like that. You didn't even somewhat.
So are you a dick if you don't? I think that's the problem. Is like you have that little kid, come on, Mr. Brady.
What? That's what
and you're like, no.
If you're gonna do it right. Do it right, because unless there's a picture of that kid getting the autograph, I mean, I know you could tell everyone.
How about this? Like right off the beginning, right? Establish it right from the beginning. I'm only signing 10 a year. I'll call them out loud as I do it.
You could do that.
I'm only signing 10 SIGs a year. And that's that. You know why? Because when I'm successful, like Tom Brady was, those signatures are going to be worth way more.
Well,
if I just sign.
Yep.
I don't know why more people don't do that.
Yeah, it drives me nuts when I see some of these signatures, and I'm just like, you go, just don't waste my time. No one's gonna know.
You saw the one where Conor McGregor, they just had a stack of posters.
Yeah,
and there was one guy just taking a poster off the top, and he go, yeah, boom, boom. I mean, he went through like 100 of them, and like.
Yep.
And it really was just like 2 lines. One more.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid.
But I can see both sides though. You gotta sit there for 9 hours and really comes a point where you're just like
part of your deal. Those people paid. That's what bothers me. Those people paid. Now, if you're just going through a line, you're walking on a red carpet, okay. That maybe just sign a couple.
Right.
If you're just gonna go.
Yeah, if it's $3,600 to go to the speech and you're expecting the signature. Yeah, I can see that.
So for sure. And it is tough because you know what? If you don't sign it, people are going to bitch. You don't owe anybody anything. But I tell you what, if you're going to take time and stop and sign it. Don't just go like this. And I mean, I have signatures in my collection from years of doing this job and having artists sign. And there's some where I'm like, if I didn't know where it was, or there's some that I'm like, I don't know who this is. I have no idea. Thanks for wasting my time. Like I should show you the one that we have from Sonic Boom. If it wasn't for I couldn't tell you who signed what. Maybe a couple of them. Like I got to hang it up here, and it looks like a kid. It looks like my daughter just colored all over this poster. Forget about it. Just don't waste my time.
Last question before we leave. Do you think signatures will be a thing of the past at any time? To where it's like digital now, or something happens where they're just like scanning stuff. Ding, ding, ding. There's my scan. Do you think it'll ever? I mean, if you think about it, signatures have been around forever.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly. I get what you're saying. I mean, hell, the written language might be gone,
could be different.
Yeah.
So
interesting. Well, yeah, long story short, if you pay $3,600 or if someone pays you $3,600, slow down a little bit.
Right.
Slow down a little bit. All right.
Take your time, Tom. Take your time, would you?
You got all the time in the world.
And you just pull it. Wait on me. What?
Anyway. All right. That's your sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. Michael said it's free to go. Just sign up online. So.
Oh, the draft?
Yeah.
Really? It's free to go? What?
No.
Nothing's free anymore. That's a lie. That's a setup. Tickets free. You just got to pay for your section.
Yeah, right. Feel like you're setting me up.
That's pretty wild, though. What's the topic?
What's something that's underhyped?
Underhyped. Oh yeah. Jeez, hang on a second.
Do 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 yada da dee yada da da.
What up, Super Trucker Troy? I don't know why I like that name so much.
It's kind of like Super Troopers. Kind of reminds me of Super Troopers. I don't know why.
Something that is underhyped.
Swift for power mop.
It's a good question.
It's a great question.
Which time you got here?
We're going on right now.
Going on. Nice.
All righty. Good morning. 7:54. Yes, Hunter.
Why have you been like this for the past like 5 minutes?
Oh, because I'm looking up. I got my my screen up here. I've been moving some stuff around.
Like, dude, is this guy praying?
Yeah. Oh God. No. I've been moving stuff around in the log here. Because so if for here, anyone, I'll show you the camera angle. Oh God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. I love it.
Fantastic. No, so here, I'll show everyone. So if you look where I'm sitting, if you're on the street, God, I still don't have this figured out. So my screens are all up here, but I got to look up like this because they're so high. Like even if I put my chair up, I'm just like, but yeah, so I was moving stuff around here on the DAD, which is our system, right? So
all right, zoom back in real quick. Zoom back in.
Oh, wait, wrong way.
Gotta go a little left. There it is. God, you're terrible at that. Hey, you know what? You would be a terrible drone pilot. You know that?
Oh God.
Don't go too low. You're not wearing pants.
Good stuff.
That's so stupid to me. It's funny.
Oh, do you like my little sign here? Have you seen that one?
Uh-uh.
That guy in a little coat. See right by my microphone?
Oh, yeah.
Fat guy in a little coat. All right. Anyway, it is time for your topic of the day. And I like this one. What is underhyped? All right. You got overhyped. All right. People going crazy for it. They just out there about it. It's great. What is underhyped in your
underhyped? I think I got one, and it's gonna piss you off because you just bought the opposite. But in e-bike, man, I know I talk about it, and I have talked about it extensively on the show, but I'm telling you, people don't get it unless you've ridden one. And I'm saying not hop on your buddies and go around the street. Yeah, you gotta take it for a few hours.
Yeah,
and by the end of that few hour ride, you're like, dude, I am, and I apologize to all the real bikers out there. You should be out there. No, I'm not out to be working out. All right, I'm not doing this to better my body. All right. Let's establish that right off the bat.
Yeah.
But there's something when you come back from that ride, you're just like, why haven't I been doing this? Like I just covered the entire town.
Yep.
Didn't burn 1 calorie, but
I mean,
but you know what? I enjoyed it. I heard everything. I got to go on, everywhere.
Look,
it's great.
I don't think you got to feel bad about that. I'm right there with you because biking sucks. Pedaling sucks. Okay.
I mean, it's work.
It's hard on your ass. Your legs are burning. You get sweaty. Like, don't tell me like, this is awesome. No, what's awesome is being out in nature. What most of us want to do is go out,
do something out in the sun,
do something outside, just enjoy it without dying. All right, without exacerbating ourselves. So yeah, no, but you're right there. And I know I bought one just because I haven't completely pulled the trigger. I went complete opposite. I bought a woman's pedal bike.
Dude, the exact opposite.
The exact opposite. But anyway. I think that's a great answer, Hunter. I think that's a fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's underhyped, and I think once people get on one and they ride it around for, especially the ones they're coming out with now, dude. Yeah, that's a motorcycle basically. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Honestly, you can get on one for $450, $500.
Yeah, you can get an e-bicycle for like around 500 now.
That's good answer. I like it. Anything else that you can think of that is underhyped?
I'm just trying to think of things I bought in the past that I'm like, people need this.
Yeah,
they need it. Underhyped. I don't know. I really don't. I have too much.
Mine is probably kind of stupid, maybe, but something I think is underhyped is that
don't say karaoke.
Karaoke. No, that warm towel fresh out of the dryer.
Ooh,
we take it for granted.
I don't get that much.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I will purposely put a towel in the dryer.
Really?
I'll be naked, shower going, ready to go. I'll scurry downstairs, throw a towel in there, and then I will naked run back downstairs and get that hot towel.
Let me guess. You grab it out and you smell it first.
Of course. Amazing. A nice hot fluffy towel out of the dryer. More people should do it. I get it. It's probably a little inconvenient, but that hot towel, especially on like a cold winter day. Oh, forget about it.
And then I go cuddle with my Downy bear.
We have a great time. We read stories.
Jesus.
Very nice. Honestly, the next place I live in, I'm going to have a heated towel rack. Absolutely.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can buy heated towel rack.
A heated towel rack?
I'm surprised you don't. You have every other bathroom gadget. I'm surprised.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
A heated towel rack?
Yeah.
Hear me out. Doesn't that just heat the one spot on the towel that it's folded over?
I think it's like it carries over. It carries over. Hold on. Heated.
It's got to blow out. It's got to be like a blow dryer or something, right?
Maybe that's what it is. Oh, you see here, there's multiple bars. There's multiple bars. God, you can set that thing hot. Yeah.
What kind of an Amazon fiend are you if you're buying the heated towel, right?
Here's one that does what you're talking about, Hunter. Is it blows air down. It's like a hand, like
like one of those old hand dryers.
But it blows it down on your towel. Only $130. Boy, that is,
jeez, man.
That is worth it. That's worth every penny.
Heated bath rug or like a bath rug. They probably have those, right?
Probably. You can plug in everything.
I don't like my feet being cold when I get out of the shower.
I don't
even have a towel half the time I get out of the shower.
Yeah. Honey,
towel.
Good point. Good point. Mustache. I forgot a towel, honey.
I just need a towel. I haven't even, a heated towel would be nice, but let's
go to Facebook here. What's something in your opinion that is underhyped? Michael had a good answer. Tech schools. I think it's a great answer.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of kids, a lot of young kids nowadays don't realize that there's a lot of great options out there with tech schools.
It's school specific,
Yeah.
It teaches you a specific subject rather than just teaching you everything. And
you can usually do it in a couple of years. Yeah. Right. I think that's a great answer.
That's a great answer. School that you learn something about that almost guarantees you a job right after you're done with school. That's pretty nice.
If there's some youths listening out there, like I said, that higher education is a great thing, but don't be afraid to check out those tech schools, and get into a trade, man. Love it. Eric said the UFL, great football, but unless fan numbers go up, it won't be here long.
Really?
He's been really. I feel bad because a couple of times he's like, we miss it. But yeah, he's been singing the praises of the UFL.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
You know what? The one thing that bothers me though is nobody in the stands.
Mm-hmm.
Like it reminds me of COVID, like NFL COVID.
Yeah, And I get that's part of the problem when he's bringing up if people don't get into it. But again, it's hard to establish a new sport unless it's pickleball for some reason. It's hard to establish new sports. It really is.
Is that going
pickleball? I think it's leveled out.
Did it hit its peak?
It's for sure.
We haven't talked about it a lot recently, and I feel like in the past years, it's like every week, like some new pickleball story, and
I think
courts here and there.
It's definitely plateaued. It's plateaued, and now it's just gonna stay here because I don't, as sport wise, people are still gonna enjoy it. It's still easy to get into, but that meteoric rise that we saw, because I just saw a commercial on, I can't remember what I was watching, but it was for like a pickleball championship. Like tune in to the
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, like that basically. So, let's see. But good answer there. I like Scott's answer. He said something that's underhyped. People who play the bagpipes extremely well. That's a good answer.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Great answer, man.
Yeah.
I will go to the parade specifically for the bagpipes.
For the bagpipes.
It's no joke. There's something about it. It's built into because my dad loves the bagpipes. I'm telling you. Like he had it up on like some expensive bagpipes on eBay, and he's like, Hunter, I will buy these if you learn how to play it. I'm like, Dad, I'm not going to learn how to play the bagpipes. Save your money.
That's a lot.
But
I mean, you're
just
coming
put in
in
the CD, man. They're way better than I am. But there is something that I just absolutely, it gives me goosebumps immediately.
Well, I think you could say that for a lot of unique instruments. I'll tack onto this. I think something that's underhyped is like, someone just bust out like an oboe and plays a beautiful song. It's like, damn, dude. Yeah. Like that should be. He's a didgeridoo. You got someone wearing a
didge, man.
I mean, gripes. So that's a great answer. It's a great answer.
Dude, if you play Amazing Grace on the bagpipes at a funeral,
yeah, you're bringing the house down. You're bringing the house down, man. You're that church down. Who cares about the dead guy? Let's talk about the bagpipes. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are gone.
Like I even like bubble up a little bit in Tommy Boy when his dad dies and they play the bagpipes in that scene. I'm like,
let's see. We got some more answers here. Jeffrey said peanut butter on your French toast. Good answer. It's a good answer. Why not? I don't know if I've ever done that. You know what? I have made peanut and butter jelly sandwiches out of French toast. I've done that. So it's probably delicious. Kick it up a notch. Mike said coffee at just the right temperature. What is that right temperature? You get it for like 30 seconds.
What, that 30-second window you got there?
Window you have of
right now.
You guys always see my coffee is chugged by 7:10 because by then it's cold if I don't drink it. Nina had a good answer. Something that's underhyped. Nina, related to Gina. Doing absolutely nothing on a day off. Great answer. Canceled plans are underhyped. Doing nothing is underhyped. Yeah, everyone assumes that, you got your day off, you got to do something. No, you don't.
Yeah.
Hype up doing nothing. It's great.
Are you really doing nothing though? Or are you on your couch scrolling through your phone? Because that's something.
Well, it is doing something, but it's not really something. You know what I mean? I think nothing can consist of like mindlessly scrolling and just having TV on all day. You know what I mean? Let's see. Heather had an interesting answer. Low body count is underhyped.
What, for like the Punisher?
Yeah. How many people you've murdered? Is that what you mean?
What does that mean?
I believe she means sexual partners is what she means.
Oh,
you know what? I think in this day and age, that's a good answer. And again, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be some prude and like, I don't care. Like, look, I think it's a great thing, and it's okay to explore and experiment. But I do think we live in this day and age where it's just like, how many people you banged? You know, like I think that's becoming more of a.
Is that a common question?
Nowadays it is, yeah. In the age of Tinders and Grinders and Match.coms, I think so.
Yeah. That's kind of personal. It's like how much you weigh, lady.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. None of your effing business. Also, were you part of it? Like, what does it matter?
But Hunter, I mean, wouldn't you, if you're courting someone, I mean, would you want to know if they've just been run through?
I don't think so. I don't think I'd ever would. You know why? Because I can just tell. I'm not gonna like start that relationship because you wear it on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? You can sometimes you can tell people got some mileage on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think that's a personal question that people, unless I don't know.
Okay, well, here's a question.
You set yourself up for bad, right?
You think a high body count is almost kind of idolized now at this point?
Idolized?
In this day and age?
Depends on who you're talking to.
Having a higher body count, like say for like millennials, Gen Zers, having a higher body count.
I would say that people look down on people with a high body count, but really,
I think they look down on women with high body counts. I don't think guys are looked down at all now with high
women. They are.
Are they though?
Yeah, I think so. By women, not by other guys. But hear me out on this. A higher body count, right, means you have experience, right? And maybe that means you are that special person. They've been through some people. You should be happy that, you know what I'm saying?
They settled for you?
Because you're the person. You're the good person.
But did you?
I didn't pick any. You know, that person didn't pick any of the other people they slept with because.
Did you need to run through all of them? You didn't need to bang everyone.
No, but it happens.
Oh no, I'm not saying it doesn't, but I think that's kind of a flawed thing. That's great they chose me, but did you need to sample? I mean, you can still just date someone and or whatever it is. You know, I don't know. That's interesting. I think
somebody with a lower body count in time that's going to wear on them. And they're going to be like, well, I didn't experience anything else.
Possibly.
You're going to have that argument. I know you got me at 2. I've never had to do it.
If you're the right person, though, it shouldn't matter.
I guess you're right.
I think I like that answer just because I think in this day and age, the day and age of app dating and hookup culture, I think like it's more like everyone get it wet. I don't know.
Yeah, how about this? Do you have anything that's going to transmit over to me? Who cares about the number? Who cares about the count? Do you have anything that I should know about that's going to be,
Not at this point? It's such a mess. I don't know. It's such a mess down there. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Because honestly, the body count question is that question, right?
That's kind of what it leads.
That's what you're going for.
That's what it's like. How dirty are you? You know what I mean?
Basically.
Well, yeah.
Oh. So ask that question. I think the body count's a personal question that people shouldn't be sharing. Who cares?
Crabs aren't that bad. Okay, it's fine.
Dude, Kareem slept with like 11,000 people.
But that's a dude, though. And so I think it doesn't translate over. I don't think it does. I think we're harder on the women with the high body counts.
You're right. You're right there.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Anyway, there was that OnlyFans model. Have you seen that? Who slept with what was it? Like 150 guys on spring break this past spring break. She came out and just was like, yeah, this is what happened. This is what it was. Boom, boom, boom. She gave all of the details. Dude, I don't even think it was a week. I think it was just all aboard.
Logistically, that's what I'm interested in. And logistically,
and I guess she got obviously got a lot of shame for it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm still a virgin. If anyone's wondering, I have not had sex yet. Crazy. Yeah. That's why I talk so much about it. I'm overcompensating.
You're very curious.
I'm a curious fella. All right, it's 8:10. We got to go. We had some other great answers on there. Thanks everyone for commenting. We'll be back with more. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around. Oh, well, sorry if I didn't get to everyone, but thanks for the comments. Scott, I think you had the best one. I like that. People who play Patriots. This guy's really good at it, man. Anyway, all right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you back here tomorrow. All right. Okay. Bye.